Big round of applause for Misty. Drop the mic.
I needed a roommate. It was 2009, and I just settled in Mid-Coast, Maine. My roommate left me to move in with her new boyfriend. I couldn't afford the rent alone. And at this point in my life, I was not ready to live with a stranger. No interest at all. Fortunately for me, my BFF had just broken up with a significant other. They had quit their job and were now roaming the desert looking for the next great climbing adventure. Perfect. So I pitched it to them. Move to Maine, be my roommate. Perfect. This could not go any better. Well, unfortunately for me, I did not realize when I said this and made this grand pitch that I was in love with my best friend. How could I be friends with someone for 7 years and not realize that I had feelings for them? And convince them to move across the country and be my roommate. How the hell did I get in this situation? Well, it was too late. The plan had been set. Brendan had packed his truck, all of his lively possessions, dog in tow, and was heading east. Now, this isn't something that you could just sort of throw out there to him. We had tried the dating thing before when we first met and realized our best hope was friendship. And we were right. We were amazing friends. I had never had that kind of friendship in my life before then. So this wasn't something that you could just go and mess with. So here we were. He was in pursuit, and I was panicking, flat out panicking. What the fuck was I gonna do? So worst case scenario, I suppose, started running through my head. I could tell him how I feel, and he doesn't feel the same way. Well, that would make a really awkward living experience. Well, I could just not say anything at all. Just completely not say anything and pretend like everything is normal and everything is wonderful. But what if he starts dating somebody? What if he brings that person home? We share a wall. Oh my God, this is just unbelievable. So I did what I do best. I ignored it. I drank a lot of whiskey. And I buried those feelings deep down and completely pretended they didn't exist. I was still crazy with angst, with him arriving, just knowing. And so the day that he arrived, I was literally weak in the knees. I didn't know what to do. I didn't know how I was going to deal with this. I had these feelings that were still there no matter how hard I tried to bury them. And then this little truck comes tumbling down my driveway. And it is completely packed to the nines with all of his living possessions. I could barely see the little doggy co-pilot like amongst his cargo. And in that moment, I said, you know what, fuck this. It's not worth it. It is not worth sacrificing the friendship that I have over feelings that I don't even know if they exist. And so at that moment, I sank him down and I hugged my best friend. So Brendan got settled and everything was great. And we decided that, we needed to do a road trip up the coast and have a reunion of our college friends. And it was fantastic. That camaraderie of friends that haven't seen each other in years, the memories of those drunken nights that you spent far too many of, that belly-roaring laughter. It just felt so good to be amongst friends, amongst family. And I knew what I was doing was right. I was like, this is the place for me. As the night went on, we found ourselves with no whiskey left and nothing but Brendan and I left. Everyone had fallen asleep. The light was starting to sort of come in with dawn into the room, and I just realized I'm either exhausted, or I'm drunk, or I'm completely stupid because I had nothing left to say to this person that I've told everything in my life to, that I never had trouble finding anything to say. Brendan, I'm in love with you. The silence that followed was stone cold. My whole world in that moment just stopped. It stopped with fear and a little bit of hope. And Brendan looked at me and said, "You have no idea how long I've waited to hear that." Thank you.